This is the most expensive smartwatch I've ever gotten to hold. What is up, you guys, and welcome back again to Ungeek. My name is Colin, and today we are going to be unboxing and checking out the Huawei Watch Ultimate, Huawei's pinnacle of smartwatch line. This is it. I'm super excited to be checking this out with you guys. This is also the craziest impulse buy I've ever made. I can't actually believe I bought this, but well, it's here, and I'm going to be sharing the experience of unboxing this with you guys. Now, before I do that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so I can recoup some of my expenses. But yeah, I mean, kidding aside, I'd really want the channel to grow, and you subscribing actually helps do that. So please do that. Click the subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell right beside it, and with that, let's go on with this. The Huawei Watch Ultimate comes in a bigger box than the past Huawei Watch versions like the Huawei Watch 3 or the Huawei Watch GT3 Pro. It's still designed with the familiar black Huawei Watch box, only this time slightly elongated. Opening the box, you're greeted with the pristine watch. This is the Voyage Blue edition with a shiny but sturdy titanium band. Underneath the watch are two compartments that house the user manual, warranty card, charging head with a USB-A attachment. The other compartment houses alternate blue HNBR strap as well as a long counterpart of the rubber strap for diving, and another small compartment that houses extra lugs from the titanium band. Now, what makes the Huawei Watch Ultimate, well, ultimate? We'll dive down into these, starting with perhaps my most favorite and a deciding factor of why I actually got myself one: the design. The massive 48mm diameter smartwatch is Huawei's biggest among the current series. Even the Watch GT3 Pro clocks on at 46mm. It's also covered in the most premium of materials and metals, like a sapphire glass dial which makes it extremely scratch resistant, and a nano-crystalline bezel with large prominent minute markings around it. Now, the Expedition Black has totally different markings than this one. For the Expedition Black Edition, the marking on its ceramic bezel maps out degrees and compass features like north, east, south, and west symbols to help bring out your inner explorer. No, not that explorer. Okay, going back, the entire front case of the Huawei Watch Ultimate is crafted with sturdy zirconium-based liquid metal alloy, which is supposedly 2 times as hard as titanium and typically used in aerospace materials. That's not to say the Huawei Watch Ultimate is light. Without a strap, the body of the Huawei Watch Ultimate weighs around 76 grams, about 22 grams more than the Huawei Watch GT3 Pro. Still, 76 grams is technically lighter than a typical mechanical watch of this size. Now, underneath the device, the Huawei Watch Ultimate is rendered with the same nanocrystalline ceramic material for smoother and more pristine touch. This houses the souped-up sensor for all your health and activity tracking needs. Now, before we move on with the functionalities, I'd love for us to marvel at the gorgeous titanium band that comes with the Voyage Blue edition. It has a quick deployment clasp release, and you can customize the length of the strap by removing or adding lugs depending on your wrist size with the same quick strap replacement technique from previous Huawei watches. This means that you don't need any other tools to adjust the band to your liking. It may just take a few minutes to do that. If you feel the titanium band isn't for you, the Voyage Blue comes with a blue HNBR strap. This rubber strap can withstand peaking temperatures and really took into account the entire exploration concept of the watch. The straps of the Watch Ultimate are standard Huawei watch sizes, which means you can mix and match it with previous straps if you have any. Personally, I love the blue rubber strap more than the titanium band. One, because it reduces the weight significantly versus, this one, it's metal. And second, the aesthetic actually kind of reminds me of the Omega Seamaster. I mean, plus it works really well with the blue bezel and the watch face. The design is perfect when you're roughing it out in your yacht or diving down in the ocean. And speaking of diving, this really long strap here is precisely just for that. Apparently, you put this around your leg. I'm not a professional diver. I have not done diving. I don't do scuba diving. If you are a diver, let me know. I mean, do you really put a watch around your feet? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, as a smartwatch, we have to take into consideration all the cool functionalities that it has, right? And the Huawei Watch Ultimate has more functionalities than you can ever ask for. Building on the technological innovation from past smartwatches, Huawei has pulled together all the best functionalities from the Huawei Watch GT2 Pro's blood oxygen monitoring all the way to Huawei GT3 Pro's ECG tracking and upping everything, well, to ultimate levels of accuracy. The Huawei Watch Ultimate enables hyper-accurate heart rate monitoring, health tracking, stress detection, constant blood O2 monitoring, and as mentioned, even an ECG scanning option to make sure that you know exactly what's going on inside your body. As with past iterations, the Watch Ultimate houses a whole slew of exercise options including more extreme sports like skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, mountain hiking, free diving, and even scuba diving. In fact, the Watch Ultimate is the watch to bring if you're an avid mountaineer or a seasoned diver because the watch can withstand up to 10 ATM or about 100 meters of atmospheric pressure. So go ahead and get your PADI certification and dive with the Huawei Watch Ultimate to your heart's content. There are 3 buttons on the Huawei Watch Ultimate. The upper right one with the rotating crown allows you to scroll through the various menus and options. The haptic feedback on this is crazy good as well. Ooh. Yeah. The lower button adjacent to this opens the workout card on default. This is also the button you'll be using if you want to use the ECG function of the Huawei Watch Ultimate. While sure it doesn't have as big of a surface as that of the Huawei Watch GT3 Pro, it can still easily read your heart's health. The new button on the other side opens up a new expedition mode that's exclusive for the Huawei Watch Ultimate. This function should help you more during outdoor explorations by allowing you to create waypoint marks of important landmarks along your path and provide you with important information at a flash like blood oxygen levels, weather, altitude, and a whole lot more. The idea is to help you navigate through more challenging routes and help guide you back to safety or back to your origin point if needed. True exploration stuff. The Huawei Watch Ultimate makes use of powerful dual-band 5-system GNSS for more accurate pinpointing. It also has its own GPS, so you can literally leave your phone behind and your watch will still track your movement and sync it when you're near your device. So for everyday functionalities like checking your heart rate, monitoring your steps and calorie burn, reminding you to stand up and move around and about, and even getting messages and notifications from pretty much any messaging app out there, the Huawei Watch Ultimate can do it all. Speaking of checking notifications, while you can't directly type on the Huawei Watch Ultimate, you can preset a lot of quick replies using your Huawei Health app. So when people do message you, you can easily reply back using your watch. Now there are certain functionalities that you will need a Huawei phone to gain full access to, like AI voice commands. You will need an EMUI OS just for that. But other than that, your Huawei Watch Ultimate should function just as well. Now before I forget, to truly maximize your Huawei Watch Ultimate experience, you'll need to pair it with the Huawei Health app. If you're using a Huawei phone, the app is baked into your phone already, or you can easily download it via the Huawei App Gallery. If you're not using a Huawei phone, then you'll have to download the Huawei App Gallery first as the Health app isn't available on the Google Play Store or App Store. You can do this by going to the website browser to download the app or find an APK. We suggest just going through the official website via your mobile browser. But once that's done, everything is pretty much self-explanatory. This is also where you can change various watch faces that you can customize. Some watch faces have more functions than others, so just choose whatever works for you or whatever you feel for that day. At the end of the day, the Huawei Watch Ultimate merges the world of high-fashion luxury timepieces with cutting-edge technology, and in my opinion is one of the most beautiful-looking smartwatches coming from a non-fashion house brand. This, I feel, is really the strength of Huawei smartwatches, wherein they understood traditional watchmaking process and design and paid conscious tribute when they're crafting these timepieces. For me, the Huawei Watch Ultimate is the ultimate expression of merging these two worlds together, and yes, it does cost quite a small fortune. Now, the Huawei Watch Ultimate Voyage Blue Edition specifically cost 45,999 pesos, which is 6,000 pesos more than the Expedition Black version of the Huawei Watch Ultimate. These two have the same functionalities and almost the same design, the difference being, colorway and this titanium band. So this is the reason why it costs quite a bit more. But again, I feel the reason why people will be gravitating towards this is really the design. Look at it, it's just lovely and pristine, and it looks super luxurious, and it's really going to turn heads. In the world of high-end smartwatches, this actually isn't the most expensive and quite on the affordable side, since there are smartwatches that would go up to about $2,000 US. So if you're in the market for a smartwatch that will definitely turn heads, you may want to give the Huawei Watch Ultimate a try. Drop by any Huawei Concept Stores in the metro and check them out yourselves. The Huawei Watch Ultimate Voyage Blue Edition officially started selling last September 1, and while it doesn't have any official first day purchase bonus, sometimes the good folks at Huawei will throw in a free gift. In my case, I got a retractable umbrella. And that's it for this unboxing and impression of the Huawei Watch Ultimate Voyage Blue Edition. What do you guys think? Is this a smartwatch that you may want to get your hands on? Let me know in the comments section down below. Yes, it's quite pricey, I understand that, but if you do have a credit card, Huawei allows 12-month 0% interest, and which is exactly what I did. It comes down to around, I guess, 4,000 pesos per month, so I guess pwede na. And with that, my name is Colin, and I will be seeing you on the next one, guys. Please keep safe, keep healthy, and as always, keep on gaming. Bye-bye.